Okay, you have to be quiet because you're going to record it. I'm here on Dennis Circle, and I'm doing the main line from the roof vent, and I've managed to push it all the way out to the city. So right now, that's what you see right there. That's the city of El Paso. You see the water on the top of your screen moving because this camera's on a spool, so it eventually will make a full turn, and right now it's upside down. So the bottom is actually the top. You can see the water flowing to the city of El Paso. I'm going to start pulling it back now and narrating what I see. And right now, what you're seeing is a clay pipe going from the city of El Paso, and it will come all the way up to almost the front door. Here you see a small offset where you can see actually the thickness of the next pipe. But again, it's to your advantage because it's not doing that on the bottom where the water is actually flowing. You see the thickness of the next pipe. Okay. You see that again here. On clay, it's every 3 feet or so that there's another joint coming up. There it is. And then here we have a slight 45 or a 20 bend that heads down towards the city of El Paso. This here is located at the curb site, but you see that's why it's got such a separation, because it's pointing downward. It's still to your advantage because it's not where the paper will get stuck. It cascades over that. All right, let's come back. Here's another not separation, but an offset right there. You see the water now on the right side of your screen. That's why, because this camera, like I said, is on a spool. And what you're looking at is clay pipe. Yeah, there's a little bit of root coming down on top, and that's already in the yard. But it's nothing really that could be treated with a product. Here we have a little bit of an offset, but it's pooling at the bottom. That means this kind of slows paper down and solids. But it's not really that bad. But this is what I'm talking about when it's to your advantage or not. Here again, the paper will stop against this little fence type thing, like the water's pooling there as well. It's not bad, but they'd never fix themselves. There's an offset. Yeah. Here's another one where you see this pool of water gathering at the bottom here. It's just a place for paper and solids to stay and again cause a stoppage. Here is where we start coming inside the house. No, that's just built up on the clay still. There on top, that's a little ball of roots hanging on the left-hand side of your screen, and then it's got some webbing around it, but that's a little ball of roots coming in from the top. This is where we're already coming into the home. This is where the pipe turns from clay to cast iron. That's what's located under your home. It's just cast iron pipe. So we're going to see the condition of this cast iron pipe coming from the outside back into the house and up to the vent where it started. As you can see, we have a clean out right there. It looks like you might have a clean out front, but it's covered up with dirt. But you can see that the cast iron is already looking not in very good shape. It's very scaly. The bottom of it, you can see the buildup already of scale. And as we come back further, you can start to see now that there is a cavity or a wedge in the middle, in the bottom there. It starts to get a little worse as we come back. As you can see now you can see that the bottom of it is looking really rough, and the buildup. Here, I want to point out, as you're looking at your screen, the left-hand side is actually the top of the pipe, and the right is the bottom, where you can see the water running. You also can see at the very bottom of the screen the edge of the cast iron pipe. You can actually see the edge of the cast iron pipe where the building up is, and then look at the top now. it's getting worse. It's got more scale, heavier scale already. Now here, you can see that the camera will move from side to side because of the buildup in the bottom. You can see that the bottom of the pipe is almost gone here in this case. And then we're pulling back now. It's in very bad shape. This is very bad shape. Okay. You can see all the rust, scale. You can see the buildup that I have pushed away. And we're going to come up to a turn soon. It's once we come back to that turn is where we see the worst part of it here. And it's coming up now. As you can see the camera wanting to turn. Look at that. It's kind of busted right there. Looks like it joins, another pipe joins it right here. You see there? Look, if you come back, you can see the pipe coming from the left-hand side of the screen. There's another one that joins it this way. This is a combo. The kitchen? Yeah, probably. And then it turns. Here is where a lot of the damage is. You can see the pipe is just really corroded to the bottom. Here in this case right here, you don't even have the bottom of the pipe. There's no bottom. We're actually in the soil. You can see there's just no bottom to the pipe. All of that right there that you see built up, that's just hard scale and cast iron built up on. But there's no bottom. Look how the top looks so high. We're not in the pipe anymore. We're just in the ground. Look at that. This has got so much buildup and corrosion. I don't know how the pipe. See all the bugs that are starting to appear. You can see those little gnats. Those gnats come actually from the earth, from the ground. You can see there's a connection right there. I can go and find it. It's probably like 2 feet deep. See, but you can see this buildup. Look at this. It looks like a cave, not a sewer line. Look at this. Look at that. Look how high the ceiling is. That it's because we're not even in. We're below the bottom of the pipe, you know. And again here, you have a little pool of water, and then we're coming up out of the pipe now. We're coming up the vent. You can see that there's a small gathering of water right here. Right there. Look at the scale just falling off as I move everything's falling apart as I move the camera through there. I'm sorry, but that's how delicate this pipe has already gotten. I think this pipe goes this way, and then when it turns, it picks up the kitchen from over there. Huh?
So where his back tire is the marking of the sewer.
Yeah, because it goes this way, and then that turn, that real hard turn, that picks up probably a bathroom that's over here. Yeah, and then it turns and goes out to the front.
Over there.
Yeah, that's what it's doing. Well, that's what's going on here with the sewer on Dennis, and here's the vent pipe that we went through, located on the south side of the home on the roof.